While the man was in the restroom, he noticed a stone in the distance shimmering. Curious, Paul walked over to take a closer look, and after brushing away the sand from the stone, he immediately realized it might be gold. Seeing his companion in the distance, Paul hesitated for a moment, but ultimately decided to call him over. Faced with a buried gold, his companion couldn't confirm whether it was real, so he took out a high-temperature lighter to test it. If it turned black, it would definitely be fake. After a while, the gold showed no change, and both of them were immediately excited. They began to dig, but after digging for half the day, they still hadn't reached the bottom of the gold. They tried to pry it out by hand, but it still wouldn't budge. Next, they tied a rope around the gold and the other end to the pickup truck. But as soon as they pressed the gas, the rope snapped under the strain. Reluctantly, the two continued digging, but it was getting dark. To defend themselves against the hyenas of the barren land, they gathered extra firewood to start a fire. By the fire, they fantasized about the life of wealth they'd have with the gold, and most importantly, how to get the gold out. One companion suggested that one of them go find a small excavator, while the other would stay to guard the gold. But his companion said he had more desert experience, so he was better suited to stay behind and watch. After hearing his friend's words, Paul decided to stay and guard the gold himself, since it was he who had discovered it. Seeing the determined look in Paul's eyes, the companion reluctantly agreed. The next day, they divided the food as planned. Before leaving, the companion handed Paul a phone so they could communicate if needed. Then, the companion drove off, and Paul began preparing for his survival ahead.